Hello there guys. Right, let's talk about BankerDoge. I have 3 BNB on the pre-sale. I think this token is going to be awesome. I'm very excited about it, but there is something that I've just found out today that I'm really not happy with, and I want to make sure you guys know about it, because if you don't know about this, it could really trip you up and make you lose money. Right. At launch, there is like an anti-dump tax. It's got a 45% tax on it if you sell your tokens straight away. Now, I didn't realise that, so when I made the video before, I didn't warn anybody about that, and I'm gutted that I missed it. It is in the white paper, and it's also pinned in their Telegram group, but I'm in hundreds of Telegram groups. I don't read all of their pins. I'm a very busy man, but I did read their website, and on the website it says 18% sale tax, and I thought that's a little bit high, but that's okay, I'm fine with that. When I sell, I've got to keep in mind that I'm going to lose 18% of my money. So if you sell immediately after launch, you are going to be stung with a 45% tax. So whatever you see on the screen, that's not what you're going to get. So this is definitely not a token that you just want to sell for a quick profit. Don't do that. Now, I believe that lasts for about 2 weeks, but it goes down gradually over time. So they're not just going to sting you with 45% tax, for the 2-week period. That's not what it's about. It just reduces gradually over time until it settles down at 18%. So I wanted to make sure you guys know about this because I did promote the token. I made a video about it, and obviously some people will have bought into the pre-sale because of that, and I want to make sure that if you are one of those people, you know about this 45% tax. Now, because of this, I reached out to the dev over at BankerDoge to kind of like to ask them, why the hell are you doing a 45% tax? What's the purpose of this? I've bought the token, I believe in it, I'm going to hold, I've got no intention of selling. Why do you think you need this 45% tax? Now, what you're looking at the screen right now is my conversation with the dev about this tax. Me voicing my concerns, and then the dev saying why they've done what they've done, the decision, the community vote that they had, and all of that kind of stuff. Now, I have said in here that the community vote is not really valid. And the reason that I'm saying that is because the community on Telegram generally is made up of people that are just buying and selling tokens. It's not made up of developers, and it's not made up of people that truly understand the tokenomics of a contract and how it needs volatility in order to be able to feed the tokenomics. When people buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell, every time that happens, there are transaction fees, and these go into the liquidity, so that improves the health of the token, it rises the price floor, it goes into marketing, it goes into reflections and rewards and all of that great stuff. So volatility is very healthy for a token. Now, what's not healthy for a token is loads of people to buy it and then dump it. That's not healthy, it looks terrible, it destroys the chart, it's hard to recover from that, so nobody wants that. No developer wants that. Also, what is not healthy for a token is for a load of people to buy it and just hold, and for nobody to sell. Now, when we launched, I think it was Lucky Gen, this is what happened to us. We didn't penalise anyone for selling with a high tax or anything like that, but we launched to a select community of people that believed in the project so strongly that none of them wanted to sell. So everybody bought and nobody sold. And it kind of looked a little bit like a honeypot on our launch. Now, what happened then is we went up to a point where we got hardly any tokens left, and the tokenomics were not being fed because nobody was selling at all. And we had very poor liquidity compared to our market cap because the tokenomics just were not working. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the same situation for BankerDoge at all, but I am saying that the best health for a token is volatility, a lot of buys, a lot of sells, but preferably more buys than sales. That's the best that any token can help for. Buys and sales, more buys than sales, lots more holders coming into the project, but definitely volatility. That's what you want. It feeds the tokenomics. It makes the token really healthy. So these were my concerns. Now, my other really big concern outside of the tokenomics is for those people that simply are not aware about this tax. Now, we have busy lives. Most of the people that invest in crypto also have a job and a family and commitments and things like that. We invest in lots of different tokens. We don't join the Telegram group, and we're not active within the community of every token we invest in. But unfortunately, it seems that all developers think that if you buy their token, then you also join their community, you're in their Telegram group 24/7, you read all of their pinned posts, you read their website, you read their white paper. Now, in an ideal world, that would be great, but that simply is not reality. In my wallet, I have hundreds and hundreds of tokens that I've bought. I simply would not have enough time to read the white paper of all those tokens. I wouldn't have enough time to be in the Telegram groups of all those tokens or read the pins. In reality, we don't do that. We simply do not do that. Now, part of this conversation is very much weighted towards the idea of this is what the community voted on, this is the way it is, and we tell people it's like this in our Telegram group, we tell people it's like this in the white paper, we tell people in the pinned posts. If you have bought in on the pre-sale like I did, but you've not really read the white paper or read the pinned posts, then this is going to come as a little bit of a shock to you that there's a 45% fee. So that's the purpose of this video, to bring your attention to it. So I'm going to scroll through this very, very slowly. So if you want to read it, you can. So this was me reaching out to the developer at BankerDoge, and this is the conversation that we had. All of my concerns are voiced here, and as well, you can read the replies that came back. So I've got to say, I do still support this token, but I am a little bit gutted about this tax. I don't think they need to do it. I really don't. And I can only see bad coming from this. I believe that there will be people that are stung by this 45% tax that didn't know it was there. And rightfully so, those people will foot on the project. And any foot on a project is not a good thing. It really is not a good thing. I think this project doesn't need it. It's a great project. People are going to be willing to hold the token anyway. They certainly don't need to penalise you if you decide that you want to sell. And of course, I mean, you might buy, have intentions to hold, but then circumstances in your life could mean that you have to sell and you have no choice. So it would be really awful for those people to lose 45%. 18% is still high. That's a lot of money to lose, but it's not really a big deal. You've got to bear in mind that when we are buying these altcoins and they're brand new, they can do like 100x or 1000x, which is amazing. It's a huge return on your money. So having high taxes, like an 18% sale tax, is kind of like, it swings and roundabouts. It's like you get a huge return down here compared to, established crypto and shares or any kind of investment. So you've got to pay for that huge return, and we pay for that in our taxes on buys and sales. So yeah, the buy tax is 12%. The sale tax will be 18%, but at the moment it's 45%. I think we're quite near the end. I did ask permission to share this conversation, by the way, so I'm not just sharing this. I did ask if I could. There we go. So if you want to go back, pause the video, read through, you can, and you can see exactly my concerns on this and why I think I think it's a mistake. I don't think they need to do it, but they are doing it. Obviously, as you can see from our conversation, my concerns have fallen on deaf ears, unfortunately. I'm very pleased that they did actually listen to them. I hope that they go away and they think about it a little bit, and then maybe they change their mind. Who knows, but we'll see. But do bear in mind that if you sell early, there is a huge, huge tax on this one. So just make sure you're aware of that. Now, that aside, I still think it's a project that is a bit of a no-brainer. It has an amazing use case. They've raised an astonishing amount of money for their marketing already. It's already it's going to be listed on a couple of different exchanges already. So that's already been done. The deals have been done, and that is happening. In fact, over on DX, we can see, it's just off my screen a little bit, but it says the latest update, the BankerDoge Bitmart listing is officially scheduled for September the 29th, paid in full. Second listing on the way, 2 security audits complete, doxed experienced team, dedicated crypto marketing firm. I mean, all this stuff is really good news. The token it's got so much going for it. They really, really did not need to impose this 45% tax. They really didn't. I mean, I'm a firm believer in give people an incentive for them to do what you want them to do, but don't penalise them for doing what you don't want them to do. And I was talking to, I can't really go into detail about this, but I was talking to someone quite recently, and they were saying they want something in place that encourages people not to dump the token. And they were talking about penalising the holder if they did sell. And I was saying, let's look at it another way. Let's reward the holder for holding. And they come up with such a brilliant idea. They really did. It's brilliant. It's basically, I can't reveal exactly what it is because they don't want other people to copy the idea, but holders are rewarded tickets for a lottery based on the amount of tokens they hold and the amount of time they hold them for, and the lottery prize is spectacular. So I looked at the guy's idea and I was like, that is so good. It's so brilliant. It's so positive. It's just the right thing to do. It's like, yeah, we want you to buy, but we'd rather that you hold. So we're going to give you this amazing incentive to hold and encourage you to hold. I think that's the way to approach this. I honestly don't think the way to approach this is to say, you've put your hard-earned money into our project. Now we're going to tell you what you can and can't do with that money, when you can withdraw your money from our project and all of that kind of stuff. And if you don't do it the way we want you to do it, we're going to penalise you and take some of your money. That's basically what's going on here. I think I really don't think it's a very nice approach. I'm a firm believer in the carrot, not the stick, for motivation, and this is definitely the stick. It well and truly is. It's like, if you sell within the first 2 weeks, you're going to get penalised with a high tax. Wouldn't it have been lovely if they said, if you hold for the first couple of weeks, we're going to give you an amazing reward? That'd be nice. But, I mean, they don't even need it. They don't need the reward. They don't need the punishment. They don't need the carrot or the stick. They've got an amazing project which people could just buy and they would happily hold. I have no intention of selling on the initial pump whatsoever, because I think that the rewards from this are going to be huge. But some people will. And it's those people that sell on the initial pump that feed the tokenomics. And then when the price goes down, it's those people that missed out on the pre-sale that can buy up those tokens. I mean, the pre-sale is still going. Let's have a look. At the moment, they've raised 2,363 BNB. That is huge. It is a huge amount of money. The actual hard cap is 3,500 though, but yeah, it's huge. It does say here that my contributed amount is 0. That's only because I'm not on my main wallet. So if I change to my main wallet, you'll see, there we go. My contributed amount is actually 3 BNB. It's because I was on a different wallet, because I'm doing some contracts and development for people. So I've been in the test net and I've been testing things on different wallets. Right, guys, that's all from me. If you haven't bought this one yet, I still recommend it. Definitely say, get this token. It is going to be huge. But absolutely be aware that there is that 45% tax there. It goes down gradually over the next couple of weeks after launch. I think they've agreed to launch on the 20th or something like that. I'm not absolutely 100% sure, but I did notice in the Telegram when I reached out to the dev that they have posted something in there about releasing on a certain date. Right, I'm going to shut this video down, but before I do, I am going to upload it, but I'm going to leave it as unlisted so nobody can watch it. I'm then going to send it to the guy I've just been talking to in Telegram, and I'm going to give him the opportunity to watch it and to say whether or not he is happy for me to share it. If he says he's happy for me to share it, I will make it public. If he doesn't bother to watch it, I'll make it public. But if he watches it and says, I'd rather you didn't share it, then it's not going to go live. So obviously, if that's what's happened, you wouldn't have seen this. So there we go. See you all soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.